Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, welcome back. The week video, the weekend video kind of. I said I didn't do a weekend video, but I still made something, and today or on Monday I have the time to actually make the video. So what I made is a cube, a die, not, yeah. The special thing about this die is that it has four faces, which you can switch out. And here's the whole thing. So I will talk about this while you see me do the whole die. You can see this is very symmetrical. I needed a die that I can switch the sides on, at least four of the sides. I wanted to be able to switch for a game. No, I'm not developing a game. This is for a game that already exists. The issue that I had is just that the game has a die with four blank sides where nothing happens if they are rolled, and two sides which something happens when they are rolled. And one of the issues is that the game can be very, very slow, very boring. Well, not boring, but very slow. Like not that much happens, and that is kind of frustrating. Not really the intention. So I decided I'm going to play around, see if my 3D skills are good enough to actually make this die and then print it. I printed this. I finished making the die. I printed one. The first one failed, so I printed another one. This one worked. Basically, the first time I just didn't configure the print in itself would have been working, but I screwed up my 3D printing with a bit of my own issues, and basically I had to print it twice, but the second print worked perfectly, and I had the die and I could actually switch the sides, so the whole thing actually works. The idea was that when we play the game with friends, and when we have the chance to just edit the die to a place we want, we can alter the amount of sides with symbols. We can do this dynamically in the game. We can do this before the game when we decide that there are more sides. But yeah, this was basically the idea. And for me it was interesting as a challenge to actually design this, see if I can come up with a workable design. I try to get my hands on a die from a board game that has switchable sides. Like there is already one there's already one game where you have at least one game where you can switch the sides. Like in the game, this is a part of the game mechanic, and I could not get my hands on just the die for this game, and I was not willing to just buy the game and then throw 90% of it away just because I wanted the die. And I thought, well, I cannot print the same die, mostly because I don't have one here, though, so I can check how it works and then print it. But I can maybe come up with something that works. And this is what I did. Basically, the idea is that there's two sides which are fixed. Like in the original die, there's two sides which have fixed symbols. And the other four sides, in this case, I can swap out. I printed this with 12 sides. 4 are empty, 4 have symbol A, 4 have symbol B. And yeah, the whole thing was a bit of work. but I think this is actually something where hexagon might be better than, for example, Blender, because or ZBrush or Maya, because I think those are really meant for an artistic approach, while hexagon is more of an mechanical approach, which suits me better because this is what I'm good at. And yeah, it helped me just put the whole thing into place. You can see the kind of finished die here. This is how the thing looks. I smoothed this down, of course, so there's a bit more design thing happening, but the whole idea basically was that I have these 4 slots where I can push in a side. I even thought about, can I do this with like double-sided sides, but in the end I decided for a simpler design that would need more sides, because I can't just turn them around and use the back side. But it is easy, and I think this was a good idea. I have to print this again because I printed this in 1 inch by 1 inch basically, and also the die is 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch in size, and this is too small. I can change the sides, but I need a lot of force to actually switch them, because they fit really tightly and they are not that easily switchable as they should be. So I will print this again with greater dimensions, like I think something like 1.6 inches, something like 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters is what I'm currently looking at in my head to print. And this is what I'm going to do, or what I'm trying again. I will try the print again, and I will scale up the actual dice, and I will scale up the sides, but a few % less, so they still fit, but they don't need that much pressure to be put inside. They should still fit though, because if I roll and the die and the sides just fall out, I don't win anything. So I'll see how this goes. I will not make a second video about this, but yeah. Yeah, playing around with the whole thing. Here's the first smooth version, and one thing that I saw immediately was that the sides were really round, like the slots where the die would grab into. So I had to make sure that they are fixed. This is I basically increased the amount of faces again, and this is what I ended up with. Then I decided. Then I started with doing the sides that I can switch. And again, I used the cube, very basic, very standard. Yeah, you can see this here. I fit this loosely into the side of the die, basically into the place where the side would then go, and this worked quite well. So yeah, really happy with how this whole thing turned out in the end. And yeah, this is what I did on the weekend basically. I actually did this on Friday, but I really didn't have the time to actually do something else, not even make the video. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you guys around.